here we are again. Tombstone's photo drawer. Episode, when am I on? 16? Whoops. I had issues getting this whole thing restarted, so I'm going to start again with 30 minutes. I may not make 30 minutes because I'm kind of in a rush today. I wanted to get this done before I went to work, and time's becoming short. You know how that goes. I just realized my phone won't flip around. Like, I won't start there, looking that way, and then come back looking this way. I won't do that in mid-video, so anyway. So, I came across some pictures the other day in the photo drawer from, the wedding. And what's funny, I mean, look back at me. What's funny is that I thought that there was a wedding album. I have, like, a bookshelf filled with photo albums in our living room. And I thought there was a photo album, but there's not a photo album. There are albums, and the wedding photographs are in a album, but it's not just a photo album. In my mind, I thought there was just a photo album in my possession, but there's not. So I'm going to go through the photo album, put the pictures I found back, and we're going to review the wedding. Oh yeah, it is. I said this on the previous attempt to start the video and didn't make it. But today's November 11th, which is my wedding anniversary. My Billboard wedding was November 11th, 1988. I'm reaching over to the cough drop because my voice still isn't quite back yet. So it's a 31-year anniversary of me being married on a billboard. So let's just go through some pictures here. And I'm doing this on my phone, so we can just look at the album. I'm gonna sit on my bed and just look through some of these with everybody, with you, anybody watching at least. I'm gonna put a pillow there so I can prop them. That seems to be, yeah, that's a much better idea. Oh, and first of all, when I opened this album, this picture fell out. There's Jill's brother Jimmy with the limo driver that day. And there are all these other pictures in the album before, and they're very sorted. Prom pictures, we saw that. Me getting in drag, me in drag, drag. Me and Tiffany, drag. The bob, remember the bob got cut? We saw that. Me as Marge Simpson, Steven as Bart. My graduation pictures, blah blah blah. More drag. So we're just gonna, let's see. Because there are certain pictures that are online, and I'm sure everybody's seen them, but we're gonna go through all of them. That's Jill in the bathroom at my house, 1705 Bass Drive, putting on her makeup the morning. That was probably like 3 or 4 in the morning, like, because it was a morning show, radio show. So the wedding happened at like 7 or 8, I think. And here's me and my tux in our old kitchen. Not a morning person. That's my sister, Kim, and Amanda, who was my mother's girlfriend's daughter. Yeah. And then there's me and Jimmy. Before I was ready, obviously. Taking a picture. Oh, wait a minute. We have a blank space. Let's see, do I have a picture that goes in there? Lord, how do I lose things? I swear to whatever God you want to talk to, I'm cursed. Like, I can lose anything. Anything. Give it to me for a few minutes. It's lost. Boom, done. Okay. Onward. I found what I was looking for. But that does not fill in here. There's obviously a picture missing right there. It's probably in the photo drawer. I'll have to find it later. There's me and Jill and my sister Kim in the parking lot before we went up. Jill actually had made that dress for a Halloween costume. She went as like I don't know, something bride before we even knew we were doing this, and she just adjusted that dress to fit her. That's my mother and Kim below that. Because actually the wedding was sponsored by some bridal company in Mobile, and they rented me the tux, and they were supposed to rent Jill a dress, but they could not accommodate bigger girls, and so Jill had to resort to adjusting her Halloween costume into an actual wedding dress. So that's Jill And Tiffany right there, that's Tiffany and Amanda, my mother's girlfriend's daughters. And that's my pawpaw right behind them in the glasses. That was my pawpaw. My grandfather actually showed up to this Billboard wedding. There's me and my sister Kim, the middle sister. I think Des was in Atlanta back at that time. The Kim and our limo driver. Our limo driver was hot. I don't remember her name, but she was like this hot chick in heels. And so that's me and my mother's girlfriend, Jerry. Let's see, who we got here? Jill, me, Kim, my sister, Jimmy, Jill's brother, and Tiffany and Amanda, my mother's girlfriend's two daughters. There we are. Oh, my grandma and papa. Oh my God. I haven't seen a picture of my grandma, and I've been thinking I don't have any good pictures of my grandma. And there it is. I mean, it's not a great picture, but that's my grandma. The people who know my grandma, my papa, Jill, me, Kim, and Jimmy. The people who know me well know my affection for cake. And I always say my affection for cake came from the fact that when I went to my grandma's house, my grandma always had a cake. She always had a cake on a little platter in her kitchen, always. And for me, that's why the cake equals love, almost because of that woman right there, my grandma. And then I haven't actually seen an image of her in, I don't even know when. Good Lord. I'm a little soft right now. Oh my God. There, of course, is Al Green greeting the fans as I get mic'd up that morning. Baby, let's turn. What we got now? Okay. That's Al Green and the station director, and she was a DJ on WABB at the time. I don't remember her name, but she was like the station director and a big popular DJ. That is me standing next to a car that has Jill's grandmother in it. Jill's grandmother could not walk at that point. She had diabetes, and I think she'd had some foot surgery or something. And so that's me taking a picture with her grandma, but just next to the car because her grandma couldn't get out of the car. And because it was a Billboard wedding, she didn't have to get out of the car. Let's see. This page is all wrinkled. How awful. There's me with my sister, Jill, Papa, and the back of somebody's head who's also taking a picture of us. There's my Jerry, my mother's girlfriend, with the WABB Wabbit. The station was WABB, and their mascot was a Wabbit, W-A-B-B-I-T, Wabbit. There's Tiffany and Amanda with the Wabbit. Oh, Lord, that's a cough. There is me getting in the cherry picker. They call it the cherry picker. Little thing where the bucket. We actually had to rehearse like a day or two before, and we had to get in the bucket and go up to the billboard and get off just to see that we could do it. And they had the contest first runners up there because if Jill or I had chickened out and weren't able to get out of the bucket and onto a billboard, they had a runner up who were like ready to take it. One of them leaned over to me at some point and were like, "If you can't do it, we'll split the money with you." Like, fuck you, lady. It's my day. There's me in the bucket. Me in the bucket. Me in the bucket. Pictures of me in the bucket. And I always say Al Green sang Let's Stay Together at my wedding. I was actually in the bucket coming down. Jill went down first, and I was in the bucket still coming down when he was singing. It's sideways. There are some lovely flowers outside the back of the Popeyes. If you attended our wedding, you were greeted with free chicken biscuits. There's Jill going up in the bucket. Jill in the bucket. And, what's that? It's like, yeah, it's Jill getting in the bucket, apparently. For a long time, I knew that guy's name, the guy that helped us in the bucket. I had his name remembered, and I feel a little bad right now. I can't remember it. It might be on the back. Let me see. Let me see if it's possible. No. It's a date. Jill in the bucket. Jill in the bucket. Jill in the bucket. This is obviously a shot. Like, not only were our friends there was actual, like, the station had, like, an official photographer. So some of these were sent from the photographer. And that one. All of these, of us, like these great ones of us up on the billboard, those were definitely taken by a professional photographer. That's us up on the billboard. It is, if you're looking for it, it's the billboard on oh God, Airport Boulevard and holy crap, I can't remember the cross street. I'll work on it in my head while I keep going. It is one of the busiest intersections in Mobile, Alabama, and it's a huge billboard. It's still there. It's a huge 3-sided billboard. I can't remember the name of the cross street. I know it's Airport Boulevard and something. Good Lord. But I've been in New Orleans for like 20 something years. There's Al Green going up in the bucket. Al Green in the bucket. More Al Green in the bucket. That look on his face says, what the fuck am I doing here? Well, I'm in this bucket. What is going on? And I should say, the reason Al Green did it, I feel, was because he was out promoting a single. He and Annie Lennox had just released that single, Put a Little Love in Your Heart, and he was out promoting that single. I think that's why he was doing this. You know what I mean? It was a publicity thing for him as well. There's obviously pictures on the billboard, but it's hard to tell what exactly is going on in each of these. But the Two Goofy White Guys was the name of the show that hosted this whole thing. And I've talked to a lot of kind of radio station people. You know, I have a lot of friends who are in radio now, and a lot of them say that this was kind of like the end of it. Like, radio stations used to do all these huge promotional things. There's Two Goofy White Guys. Two Goofy White Guys. I don't remember the names, but they were Two Goofy White Guys. It's a good picture of them. That radio stations don't really do this kind of publicity anymore. It's just not done. They don't spend this kind of money to promote, and it just doesn't happen. And this wedding was apparently well known even in like kind of the radio community. You know, radio station people who weren't in Mobile kind of knew about this wedding because it was a big deal. And I say that Kat Vance from in New Orleans from Bayou 97 told me that she knew of this wedding even before she knew me. So it was well known. And there's the Two Goofy White Guys. And there's the Two Goofy White Guys pointing at us coming up in the bucket. In the bucket. In the bucket. And yeah, there's a lot of shots that kind of high up because I think there was a photographer on top of a building somewhere that got all these pictures. So there's a far away from. Are you going somewhere? I love you.
Bye.
Bye.
How's the day at work?
I'm reviewing for my 31st wedding anniversary. I'm not live right now. I'm just recording. Anyway, I'll see you when I get home. There's my dad and Jill. About to get in the bucket. In the bucket. And more pictures. Who's in the bucket here? I can't tell. I can't tell who's in the bucket there. Oh, that's the Reverend Al Green in the bucket. Reverend Al Green did not get out of the bucket. He married us while in the bucket. He did not get out of the bucket onto the that's my aunt and uncle right there, I think. It's funny, my family showed up to this thing like they thought it was real, but I guess a lot of people kind of thought it was real. Jill's dad everybody knew everybody who knew me knew I was gay already. And they knew that we were just doing this for a crazy thing because we're crazy kids. But Jill's dad, at some point that morning, leaned over to me and kind of grabbed me on the shoulder very seriously and was like, "You take care of her." And I was like, "What the?" That's Jill. Oh my goodness. That's my uncle in the back there. I see my sister. There's my grandma right there. That picture of my grandma, I don't know that I have another picture of my grandma anywhere, and I've been kind of wanting a picture of my grandma, and that might be the best I get right there. Just some crowd shots. Like I said, there was a professional photographer on top of a billboard. On top of a building. One of the buildings. He might have been on top of the Popeyes. Maybe. No, he couldn't have been on top of the Popeyes. I don't know. There's a few buildings right there. He was on top of the building, and that's where a lot of these really, kind of panoramic great shots come from. Maybe it wasn't. Me in the bucket, me in the bucket, me in the bucket, me and Jill. I think that was probably these right there. That might be the, I do moment. Somewhere up in there. One of those. I think that might be it right there. The I do moment right there. And when we said I do, it went crazy. Because it was rush hour. So, all of rush hour started honking when we said I do. It was insane. Yeah. this day kind of defined my my life and my personality after that, really. And anyway, more pictures. Like there's a good like. We were up there. We were way up there. We were way the fuck up there. Oh. Let's see. That's Jill coming down in the bucket. And I wonder, I don't remember. I'll have to ask Jill. I wonder, did they play Here Comes the Bride as she went up in the bucket? There's them getting Al Green ready for the bucket. I'm sure they did. There's a good, like, way back panoramic. That big building in the kind of the background there, that was the grocery store. I forget the name of it. Anderson's or something like that. It's still there, but it's a different grocery store. Yeah, so we're way, 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 way up there. Way. Yeah, I think that I do moment was that picture I just showed a little while ago. I was looking for where the pictures I took out belong, and I'm not seeing them. And all these empty spaces are the pictures that you've seen online. The pictures that I've, like, scanned and share online are these empty spaces. I mean, empty spaces in this album. And the empty spaces, yeah, way up there. So as I come across them, I will put them back in this album. There's our wedding cake, of course, had WABB 97, Jill and her black roses. A lot of the write-ups made a big deal of the fact that Jill wore a black dress. And my hair was purple at the time. You can't really tell it was purple. I have a history of having, like, hair color that doesn't come up in the pictures. And I think it's just the photo lab people are like, look at it and like, that can't be right. What else was it? Jill lived on Lambert Cemetery Road. They played that up. So Tombstones, Jill's in black. I had purple hair. Yeah, all this like people thought we were satanic. There were people in Mobile who thought we were satanic, and they were very upset about it. And I'm always glad to upset people for foolish reasons. If you're so fragile, I always liked that picture of myself. I thought it was looked good, but it's got that little blur, little shadow at the front. But I just think it's a good picture of me, I think. Oh, it's me and Jill feeding each other the cake. You know, the little feed the moment, and very underexposed, but that's what that is. And then that's us cutting the cake, but obviously somebody got in somebody's way, so that's the best you get there. Ooh, I don't know who he is. I should know who he is. I don't know who the fuck that is. I think he's probably with radio station people, but I'm not even going to swear to that. He might have been from Jill's. I don't know. I don't know who that is. More cake pictures. And I'm very close to the end, it seems. Oh, I did that one. There's two goofy white guys, a close-up of them. I don't remember their individual names, but two goofy white guys. And that guy again, he must have been something with the radio station, but I sure don't remember who he was. That's in the Popeyes, obviously. In the Popeyes after the wedding. There's my mother. Never amazingly photogenic. She didn't like to smile in pictures. She did not like her pictures being taken. This day was the one and only time I ever saw my mother in a dress. And she looked not happy about it. And there we are leaving. We're driving away in our white limousine, of course. And Al Green was with us. We actually drove in the limousine, I think, and took Al Green to the airport and then went back to the hotel. There's Jill. It's like, I didn't know this, but apparently it's like a classic wedding photography shot. Like the bride hugging the groom with the marriage license in her hand and winking at the camera. Apparently that's like, it's a thing. Another feeding us cake things. Feeding each other cake things. There's me getting in the limousine. I always kind of like that picture of myself too. Yeah. My hair color does not live up to what it was. The rest of these are, I think, from here. Oh no, we go back. So we go backwards. Okay, yeah, because there's a picture over here. Well, while I'm here, while I'm right here, let's just fix that because these pictures are after these pictures. So this, I'm going to pull this out. Let's review this because this has me and Jill in the parking lot in front of the Jiffy Lube. So there's a Jiffy Lube in there. That was one of the buildings. That might have been the building that the photographers on. There's my sister Kim with Al Green. Everybody took such great pictures with Al Green. My picture with Al Green did not come out that well because he's making a weird face. Look, that's the me and Al Green picture. Is like, he looks like he's very sad about it. Come on, focus. And then there's another picture that I look great, but you only get half of his head. That's the one I usually share on Facebook. Or wherever. Whatever the website du jour is. I'm sure there's that picture's on MySpace as well, if you go look. Okay, and yeah, these, we've seen, you know, Jill, me getting ready. I love this photograph. I love this. That's my mother kissing Al Green. How adorable is that? I mean, that's the best picture of him in the whole set. And yeah, my mother kissing Al Green. She was very excited to meet Al Green. And I have to say, I stupidly did not really realize the gravity of who Al Green was when I met him. And I'm embarrassed to say this out loud, but it's true. As we were in the limousine, my question to him was, what's it like to work with Annie Lennox? Or what was Annie Lennox like or something? Because I'm a fool. I'm a fool. I had no idea. I've read his biography since then, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so stupid. I feel so stupid. So this page is all from the hotel. We got the luxury suite at the big hotel downtown, Riverfront Hotel. And this is just me and Jill and Kim, and we just had a party. It's my oldest best friend Pam and Timmy, who dead. Poor Timmy. Sorry, Timmy. There's me and Pam in the hotel. There's Jerry, Timmy, and Pam. Jerry, Timmy, and Pam. And there's Jill on the bed. Flip over. There's like a page missing. Where's the one of Jill in the bubble bath? I don't even know. I gotta look. Yeah, because I've dug into these things and fished stuff out of them so many times. There's clearly stuff missing. So I gotta open another album apparently. But I'm gonna put these few that I found here in this album somewhere and move on. And there's a few little things. My mother made this album for me. I mean, she took all these photographs, dated what she could, put them in these little things. I mean, she spent some energy on these freaking photo albums that encompass pretty much my entire life. Oh, and there's my boyfriend from the second grade love of my life, Jim Faust. The Faust Tombstone marriage was a rocky one. Little girl, there's my little girl, bugging everything. So, anyway, now that she's sitting on this, I'm not going to try to go any further with that. Look at her. Look at the cat. Look at her. There's Stefan. Hey, Stefan. And there's me as Meg Bundy. These are some of the little stuff that from the from Las Vegas. We got an all expense paid trip to Las Vegas, and some of the memorabilia there. Of course, we went to see the big drag show. It was called Boylesque. Kenny Kerr. Where's his name? Kenny Kerr. K-E-R-R. Kenny Kerr. Boylesque show. We went to see a big drag show, and it was like a big fancy drag show. Of course, that's what I'm spending my money on in Las Vegas. We were assigned like spending money, like $1,000 spending money. And yeah, I think we came back pretty much flat broke. Yeah. This is all just my mother cut these pictures. This was like a book from the show with each actress and each performer. But my mother cut the pages and put them in this book, so they're archived. Some postcards from Las Vegas. Las Vegas postcards. Why did we buy postcards? I don't know. Some stickers from Las Vegas. Weird Las Vegas stickers. Oh, that's Bellengraf Gardens. I was like, I don't know if this is so yeah, we're definitely out of the honeymoon picture memorabilia. This is all Bellengraf Garden stuff. Yeah, I definitely recognize the Bellengraf Garden stuff. The Legend of Spanish Moss. I don't know. Who knows? That looks like Six Flags. That was that's a roller coaster at Six Flags. Also Six Flags. This Jay and Jill's famous costume party. Oh, we actually held a party in an abandoned church. We had a costume party in an abandoned church. It was way out in the middle of nowhere. I got so drunk I don't remember most of it. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. Why do I have that? Let's look at the back. I don't know. I'm going to throw it away. Throwing stuff away. Commencement exercises. Oh, this is apparently from my graduation. I burned a ceremonial, burned all my yearbooks, but apparently I still have my graduation thing. A guy I dated named Kevin, he moved in with us for a little while. A weird diversion from the rest of my life. This is a chick, Melanie, Pam's cousin, who I used to pen pal, and we talked like we were dating, but it's easy to date a girl when she doesn't live in the same city. I don't remember who pinned all these pictures. I think Kevin did. This note I got when my friend Marlon, Joy, and I came to New Orleans together, and I used to get sloppy drunk, and Marlon says that the last time he saw me, I was going to the bathroom. I was like, I'm going to the bathroom at the Bourbon Pub. I don't know. I don't even remember that part. I woke up in the Prince Conti Hotel on a bed. I clearly vomited on the side of the bed because you can see like the vomit downside of the bed. My clothes were neatly folded in a little stack on the other bed, and this note was left. Jay, I tried to wake you, but you were sleeping too soundly. I'm glad we met and hope I hear from you soon. Gary Holmes. Bye. I don't know who that is. I have no memory of this person. And I saved that. This is from when Steven Adams stole my driver's license. And I only found out when I got a letter in the mail saying my license had been suspended due to failure to appear in court after being issued a traffic citation. I was never issued a traffic citation. Steven Adams was issued a traffic citation, and it's the reason I still get mad when I say his name. Fucker. And then he said he was going to come to court with me and, like, stood me up on court day. Motherfucker. Steven fucking Adams. And a lot of this B-52s, what did I say? This must have been from the first time I saw the B-52s. I've seen the B-52s now 6 times, I think. And this must have been from the first time. Children's Palace. It's like a customer sent in Jay was very helpful and friendly. Those little customer comment cards. A positive one about me. Pinhole camera assignment. This is from my first photography class when in high school. Like a little assignment. Look at that handwriting. I was trying so hard. I have such terrible handwriting, and it's clear. When I write like that, it takes so long for me to write that clear. I mean, that is like perfection for me. For my handwriting, that is perfection. And, because neatness counts. I think he said that. Neatness counts. So, there's that. This is the Houston Strick Center from James C. Strickland Youth Center from when I was arrested for, does it say? Public, you can kind of tell. Public lewdness. This is second line. Public lewdness. Little girl, now she wants on that. No. That was when I was arrested for public lewdness for peeing on the park. That's its own story. That's when I signed, got the release. My friend Tiffany drew that for me. And, anyway, I'm almost through this. That's pleasant. I'm glad I got to go through this. Hey, Melanie. Oh, how sweet. Where is Melanie? Oh, Lady Carolyn. Lady Carolyn wrote this. She used to come in. I call her my second stalker. She used to come in Children's Palace and just watch me. But I didn't know it until later. And anyway, let me read this poem that Lady Carolyn wrote about me. Jay, eyes brown like leaves in the fall. His smile like no one else at all. They're soft Oh, hair soft like feathers in the wind, sweetly speaks to me again. A kiss, a dream, 1,000 dreams, a touch, and my heart you shall redeem. Your hand, I'm sure you could move mountains. My heart with love flows over like a fountain. I love you, Lady Carol, and she was so in love with me. And if I was ever going to be with a girl, it would have been Lady Carolyn. I really questioned my sexuality over Carolyn because I was like, I love her so much, and if I could, it would have been Carolyn. Um, Another poem. Oh no, this is a poem about me from my friend Tiffany, who is an instrumental part in how me moving to New Orleans. Jay, I'll always remember when you dyed your hair, when you gave me your last cigarette, just to be fair. Don't ever change. You're perfect as you are. And Jay, get a job so you can buy yourself a car. How about that? Thanks, Tiffany. Thanks for the advice. I did go get a job. Now look at me. Thank you for being a friend. Melanie, cross stitch. Of course, as every gay boy, I was obsessed with Marilyn Monroe for a while. That's just a great picture. I love those pictures. Postcard, hot guy picture, Rocky Horror, of course. Blah, blah, blah. These are all postcards that Carolyn sent me from when she ran away to London. Oh, good Lord. I'm going to read this for Pam. And then I got to log off because I get ready for work. And I'm going to try to keep it focused, but I'm going to read it from anyway. I'm going to read from here and just try to see if I can get it on there. She wrote this because I got like an automatic typewriter, some fancy new typewriter at some point. To whom it may concern, I'm bored out of my mind, and it's crazy, and I'm crazy about pigtails. Beaver butts are in style this year. Ain't that nice? But I like pigtails better than beaver butts any day. Life is purple and blue. Some people think it's orange and red, but I know it's purple and blue. A rabbit told me. He thought it was green and gold. But what the hell do rabbits know anyway? I went to the moon day before yesterday. It was cold. There was a spider there, and she was crying about world affairs. I told her that there was no reason to cry because she could do nothing about world affairs. Someone told me that the sun was going to blow up. I don't think so. That's all, folks. Pam. From Pam. My first checks. And invitation to that Halloween party. This is a write-up about the wedding. I'm always see this. A menu, a bunch of people signed. I don't remember the occasion right now. Dred Zeppelin, when we went to the hotel room with Dred Zeppelin. And I'm pretty much through this. Stefan, my dear friend Stefan, who I'm Facebook friends with now. Stefan. You know, Stefan changed his name to Stefan. To just Stefan. On Facebook, he's Stefan. Anyway, so, happy 31st anniversary, Jill. This is it.